We're starting Shemot, Exodus. So this is the Exodus of darkness. We're reading the story of Moshe, of Moses, and his story is descent to ascent, exile to redemption. Where does he grow up? He grows up in the house of Pharaoh, in Mitzrayim, in Egypt. The root word of Mitzrayim is metzar, is constriction, and he has to bring the ultimate redemption. He's the ultimate redeemer of Israel. B'nei Yisrael, the Torah, Moshe, everything comes from him. So we learn ascent comes from the descent. Redemption comes from the exile. Galut, exile, and hitgalut, and revelation are interconnected. We learn this from Moshe. Our Redeemer, it doesn't come from a mountain where he's completely isolated and he's just interfacing with God. He is in the deepest depths of darkness and he brings the ultimate light and he brings the truth. And we learn how hesitant he is to become this Redeemer. We learn that he's the most humble person that's ever walked the earth. He has a stutter, or at least he feels that he has a stutter. Some say that he spoke so much emet, so much truth, that people had heard it as a stutter, as broken, because they weren't ready for that level of revelation and light. One of the things we have to learn from this story is the revelation, the redemption of our own story does come from this difficult, constricted, narrow space that we feel that we're stuck in. We will ultimately be redeemed and find that light. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The second thing is the ultimate redeemer is someone who doubted himself and stutters and found himself not fitting in any way for the role that he had to play. So we have to remember in our own lives, all the stories that we're telling ourselves, all the fear, constriction, anxiety, all of those things, we have to set that aside and realize that we have to be the redeemer and the hero in our own story. And in the word emet, which is the aleph, mem, and taf, which is the first, middle, and last letter in the alphabet, in the Hebrew alphabet, when you take away the aleph, which is connected to light and oneness because it's one, if you remove that, then you're only left with met, which is Hebrew for death. So we have to always connect to the oneness and connect to the ultimate emet, which is the ultimate truth. And within that bitachon, that trust and truth and light, we will find the revelation and the redemption in our own story, beprati, which is personal, and in the revelation, klali, communal for all of us. Shabbat shalom. Love you guys so much.